God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, silence yourself, if you would, folks. What are we doing tonight? All right, first off, we got a public hearing. To use reserves to buy our share, to pay for our share of the shared asphalt heating storage trailer. Anyone care to speak on that? Once, twice, thrice. Do we have a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion that we approve the transfer of reserves.
What?
Gonna mention the reserves and the amounts to be.
Okay. Well, were you gonna do that?
I will now. Municipal reserves of $13,813.33. Water machinery reserves, $6,909.17. And sewer reserves, $6,909.17 to share with the town, I believe.
Well, we're actually paying for the whole thing up front, and then once they approve,
We'll get half back.
they'll get a third,
Oh, okay, a third.
right? Because we're doing a third, water machinery, thirds, or.
Clear water.
Use it 2/3, huh? I like it. All right, I made the motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussions? Bill, any idea when it's coming in?
It's here.
Great.
But, I told them to deliver the first week of March, so
Okay,
we'll get a spot hold out for it.
gotcha.
Yep, actually, I got the phone call today, it was kind of, I'm on.
Oh, good.
Mike, don't tell John too soon.
Don't tell my board too soon.
It's in town, let's say that, but it's not in our office.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay, next up, public hearing number 2, to use fire truck replacement reserves for modification of the new fire truck in the amount of $3,634.67.
I'll second that.
Well, first, anybody speak on it? Once, twice, thrice, okay. We'll call mine a motion and add a second. Any discussion? All in favor? All right, unanimous. Oh. Approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as written.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Well, the only discussion I have is, Maureen did a great job of keeping track of our conversation on our priorities list, but I cleaned that up a little bit in the email to you guys.
Yeah,
I cleaned up version.
where were we? Do we vote
I
on
made a
it?
motion.
We have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Yes, okay. All right. And treasurer's report,
Dave Mills?
yep,
Oh, wait, do we have to, yeah, we have to say, make a motion that we pay the bills, F and G fund vouchers number 395,422, excuse me, in the amount of $105,398.79. A fund vouchers number 1157 through 1249 in the amount of $111,953.05. And TNA fund vouchers number 58 and 59 in the amount of $2,612.14.
I'll second.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Besides, I need elocution lessons.
Actually, I was very impressed with your artillery numbers.
Oh.
All right,
Artillery only uses numbers like 1, 2, 4.
Yeah.
They don't say 124.
all right,
don't
let's
mess it
go
up.
through.
Yeah.
First, that we have to author, there is a treasurer's report first.
Yeah.
Then go the others.
It's going right to my lungs. Oh, fuck.
How many water meters we still have out?
6.
Got it, thank you.
Yep.
Most of those actually need a plumber and haven't brought it back until
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we accept the treasurer's report as printed.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
then. Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, okay. Cemetery report.
Make a motion that we accept the cemetery report as written.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Code enforcement.
He was doing training today. He was still. I'll make a motion that we accept the code enforcement's report as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't see a dog before. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay.
All right.
Sometimes they just don't come in the mail in time,
Okay.
so Josie and I are next time.
All right.
No biggie, all right, DPW.
So we need to get together with the arborist and our tree commission and look at trees. I saw that, you're thinking
Yeah,
about,
I got a few.
yeah, well, we got a few that need to come down. We'll have to triage them.
They have one on the village green that brought out and cut, like, so.
Yeah.
Make the motion, we accept the DPW report as written.
I'll second it.
The only thing, what you said, order new street signs to install in village for phase one, what sign, like road sign?
Your no parking sign.
Oh, those ones,
Here for something, yeah.
oh, okay, gotcha,
We had a lot of faded ones and stuff.
good deal. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, anything to add, Phil?
I just want to thank the town of Homer and the water department for going in on the box with and stuff. Appreciate that.
So glad, I think it's gonna.
We work well with the
It's
town,
gonna
so
work
why
out
not?
very well for us.
Yeah,
That way we can patch stuff in the winter time.
yeah, it's just,
With actual blacktop,
right,
cold patch.
yeah, that's great. All right, let's see here. Fire departments. Nate did a whole lot of service to the police and fire vehicles.
Yeah, I think I laughed at the ladder.
Yeah,
We're gonna wait till it warms up so we actually put the fire.
Oh, okay. Did that other vehicle come off the lift today?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Okay. Okay.
you know, the 49ers lost the Super Bowl. You guys should maybe give me a break in the fourth, just this once.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
All right,
Is the fire department thing, are we gonna discuss this LoSAP thing as part of it or not?
No, this is the insurance packet right here.
The low steps later,
Oh, okay.
so, yeah, but that's the ISO.
Jay, anything you wanna, again, congratulations on the rating going up to a 3Y.
that's fantastic.
Thank you. The one good thing is within that 24-page packet, it's gives us an idea of what we can strive for, like I'd spoken before in the past, so that can give us a good idea as to like officer credentials and things like that we're gonna be coming down the pipeline for the fire department. So hopefully kick our score up again. So that's a good thing to look at and hit another benchmark. Also the response times are a little bit down from what they've been, but also just keep in mind it's because it's the winter time. So we have to brush our cars off and all sorts of stuff like that, but we're still getting people out and it's a good response. I just don't let that response end up kick down a little bit from what it's been. Fool you, it's just weather dependent.
Yeah, Hal, I think we should keep a copy of this on the front.
Yeah.
Desk for
Yeah, it's
users, and I think
a great
the,
idea.
how does PPC information affect individual insurance policies we should post?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Because this was good information.
yep.
So do you want the whole thing or?
I think a copy of the whole thing stapled for people to look at, and then I would post that.
And then this one specifically, because it mentions,
Okay, it's the one with a little graph at the back, right?
no, it's just this one.
It's just the one pager there.
Okay, so kind of, okay, yeah, I think with this, with.
Says, how does PPC information affect individual insurance policies?
So do you want that on our website, on the fire department page too?
That's great,
And
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can put all of this and then. put the
Yeah.
direct attachment, you know.
Yeah.
I would just
Oh,
put this, and then
Okay.
this, keep-
As a whole. Okay. Yeah,
Maybe keep a copy of the letter too. For people to see that. It should be in your packet, but maybe not.
that was the one that was emailed to
oh,
everybody.
okay, there's you, yeah.
All right.
I make a motion that we accept the fire department report as written.
I'll second that.
Anything else to add? Chief?
No, you guys are awesome and we appreciate the support.
You're doing an awesome job, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, very good. All right, what's next? Police department. Don't say the word. I don't wanna hear it. When that Dodge starts breaking down, boy.
It's just like having a Ford all over again.
All right, you win. You win. It's tapping out.
Yeah.
You got me.
Chief, how many car seats do we have left?
Two, well, not including the SO there,
Oh, okay.
so. We get the Charger was delivered last week, that's down the priority. And I'm hoping to get that out of priority at the end of this week and down to Marathon, to graphics design. Get the decals on it and hopefully within a week or week and a half back in service.
Do we have to wait to order the truck, is that right?
The team.
So it
Okay,
comes
we
back, when the new car comes in, it's gonna be some changes to the decals on it. I'm looking forward to,
I like it. I like the new
Yep.
look.
so.
I might need a new hat.
We'll have them all ready to order March first.
What's that?
So we'll have it all ready to order March first, everything, because it's in next year's budget.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about the car seats. We've got two left, so we've got to have another.
Don't we have more than 2 car seats left?
Oh, car seats, we have more car seats, I'm sorry, yeah, we have more car seats.
Oh, okay.
And then some might be being bought by another facility, giving enough.
Okay. We just need to work. All right.
We just need to finish.
Very good.
We'll work on that.
Anything to add, chief?
Pat brought up something earlier today, in a text message, and we'll leave it alone. We've all seen something on the left.
Yeah,
Not gonna name any names, but it wasn't a Chevy.
I got it. Ruthless. Ruthless.
Did we make a motion to,
No, we've made no.
I'll make a motion that we accept the police department, report as written.
I'll second it.
Any discussion that doesn't involve Fords? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good. Thank you very much. Thanks, chief. Always a pleasure. Are you gonna run it? Are you gonna leave it? Huh?
Around the stop sign, or are you guys good with that?
Oh, this.
Yeah.
sign thing?
Yeah, that's,
Okay, yeah, better wait then. Gigantic light over here. Okay, next up is recreation. Look at this with pictures. Continues to outdo himself.
Yeah, I got to, do some serving that day, met some nice people. It was very nice.
I can't believe The Father Daughter dance is sold out. That's great.
Yeah, great pictures on
We'll
that.
have it. Yeah.
I said it would be, you know.
I didn't think it would be, but again, I don't have kids, so I don't know anything. I know nothing. But that's great.
102 participants,
Yeah.
impressive.
Gonna need a bigger room next year.
How's yoga going? Have we had to throw out any free riders?
No, seem to be understood and appreciated that we offer it for free and that we're limited on space at this time.
All right.
I'm glad you noticed the pictures. I didn't want to bore anybody with numbers, and I went with the old adage that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I thought these pictures kind of captured some great moments, and sometimes you don't see it when you're just looking at numbers.
Yep. No, they're great. It's great.
Yeah, I see we're hanging up the ice rink for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Andrew, now you know why I want to have your help with the CFA. We try to see if we can get a grant to get a year, you know, a November to April ice rink, a real hockey rink. A little over 100K, so we can do it. So I need your help. Now you know why. No ice.
that has been noted.
I'm starting to warm to your idea.
Well, we could name it after some volunteers, we could get people to donate, you know. But it'd be a full-size hockey rink with boards, put it over at Kaleo with lights, so the DPW can, you know, lock it up or the police department at night. And you got, you can open up the facilities, food and concessions, and you could actually lease it out to outfits because of the bathrooms and the concessions. And you could actually have a lot of things. We can even put a big ass old tent over it. Not that that'd be an ass tent, but you know, didn't have to use those, sorry. I'm an older gentleman,
All right.
limited mentality. You can't hold it in this.
Anything else, Andrew?
I just wanted to note the egg hunt Saturday, March 30th. I'm working with Chief Pittman, Chief Riley, Tim Maxon. We're kind of coordinating. It's going to start at 10 this year. I guess it was a traditional noon start. We're not going to have the full parade. I think that was brought about, or the full escort. I think that was brought around during COVID. So we are going to have a Main Street escort, and then we'll have the event at the green at 10 a.m. and it'll kind of piggyback off the Elks Run walk at the same time. And the Congregational Church will be doing coffee and cocoa on the steps. So I think it'll have a little bit more of a buzz being with those other things. And yeah, that's about it.
Excellent.
I'll make a motion to accept the recreation report as written.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. And water and sewer.
As I was reading this, I want to do a shout out to our Newton Waterworks guys. We take for granted, I think, sometimes the fact that when we flush, things go away. And when we turn the spigot on, we have clean water. And as I'm reading everything that they had to do this past month, they're invisible until something breaks. And so I know they're not here right now, but I'll give a shout out to them for all the hard work they do.
Yeah, yeah, and all hours of the night.
Yeah.
Quit dumping diapers down the toilet.
I'll try. All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the water and sewer report.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, go. Right on.
No, he was gonna come, so I don't think he came, so you can always hold it.
All right, we'll hold on to it. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, gonna be here, his wife took sick and he's at the hospital.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
didn't say anything too serious, but
okay, all
he
right.
talked to me tonight, and he's gonna try, but he didn't show up.
we can do it another time, no
Yep.
problem. All right. Next up is adopt the consent agenda policy.
Do you want to do privilege of the floor?
Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry, Mike, privilege of the floor. Would you like to say anything?
Well, the other thing, excuse my voice, I kind of lost it. Hoping to get back for tomorrow. I'm hoping we're gonna get this downstairs out for bid this month.
Oh,
We've been redesigning. I'm holding the chief to the last redesign. We did some redesign on the senior citizen. So Pat, if you guys wanna look at it, it's in my office. Stop and take a look at it.
okay,
It's not cast in stone yet, but I'm hoping we can finish it this month and get it out to bid. Really like to pull the trigger on that project.
that'd be tremendous.
The only other business, I mean, the town. We've had some complaints, and I want to see if you guys thought, on people parking in their parking lot all night here.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm trying to get our board to go along with it, put up some no all-night parking signs.
hmm.
Are you have a feeling on that?
Well, I mean, it's a pain for our DPW to plow
Absolutely, I
around.
agree.
Yeah.
So,
Plowing.
yeah,
So the village code is actually no all-night parking in village municipal lots. So I think
yeah,
that kind of says it right there where the village would stand. And then whenever there's been events, we've also had trouble getting people to move when the lots are used for other things.
So I'm gonna try to get by my board tomorrow night. Then we'll get some, no parking, no all-night parking. We don't mind people park here. Just like you guys, but I
Yeah.
know plowing snow, what that does.
yeah.
And even our clerks are coming in saying they can't even find a place to park in the morning,
Always,
because they don't like to park way out back.
Sure.
Understandable.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't know, if when they extended the, parking lot to the side and took that, if any deal was made with the owner of the house that's right there, where they could, because I know they park.
no
There.
deal that I'm aware of
No?
with me with
Okay.
anybody, talking with Fred on that.
Okay,
We tried to get it through a couple of years ago, but board wasn't very receptive to it then.
yeah,
I think we're gonna be more receptive to it now. And if we do, looking at some signs, I don't know, I found some some older fashioned looking no parking signs. So it had a little class to it, and not just.
oh, that's nice,
But
yeah.
We'll see, so I'll keep you updated on that if we get that through tomorrow night.
At least there's not a giant boat there this year.
No, no.
Just put that like on a monthly thing too, Mike, would that be better, like for winter months only, or you wanna do it year round?
Yeah, I like to see it year round, but. People get used to parking there and they wanna do it all the time, but,
Yeah,
no, we're not opposed to they're in the restaurant parking there.
right,
That's not overnight.
Right, but even in the summer overnight isn't quite as bad it is, cause I know
right,
what the snowplow does.
yeah, that's the big problem, yeah. So, all right,
That's what we have. Other than that, we just have a normal agenda items. The biggest thing is, I wanna get the trigger pulled downstairs.
that'd be exciting. I would love to do that. Keep going on that. I know Chief would like to do that. You moved over here too.
Oh, and we applied for the Wall Street Bridge grant.
Oh, good.
That went in. And now we gotta deal with there's some issues with deterioration of the Auburn Street Bridge. Nothing major, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna be calling a meeting with that pretty soon. I wanna see what we can do to head off.
yeah.
Can't lose that bridge.
No. No,
We're no danger of that, but. you know.
yeah, but still. Good to do the maintenance now.
Yes.
Cheaper.
Yeah, yeah, stitch in time. All right. Anybody else? Anyone else? Privilege of the floor, once, twice, thrice. All right. Now we move on to the consent agenda policy. This is to help streamline our meetings, which I try to make them go fast anyway, but make them go even faster so that we can actually just pass just one vote on stuff that we all already basically agree on.
This is always under the assumption that we get it an email ahead of time, so we all get to look at it.
Well, you
Right.
have to-
Generally do.
You have to, yeah, you have to get it by Saturday night. and Saturday at 5, actually,
Okay.
for the policy, which is actually what's recommended for any of this 3 days ahead. Usually you would get them Fridays. The consent agenda and all the backup would also be posted up online after on our website. If there's any items on there that anyone has a conflict, wants to talk about on the board here, or that actually would have to abstain when you come into the next meeting, Hal would ask for any of that. And if any of you have one, you would just say, take out like A, D, like the DPW report, just because you're here, I'm using you. So if you had wanted to talk to Phil, you'd pull it out, otherwise you would, so this was an example.
Yep,
So that you guys would know what this times would have looked like,
Yeah.
and all those things would have been in one motion.
yeah, that's,
Whew. And
Love
then
it.
you would just say which one to pull out, and
Right.
no questions asked, it is.
yep, anybody can pull anyone, yep.
I like it, and if it doesn't work, we can always go back, so I don't have a problem with it at all.
All right,
I'll make a motion that we, move to a consent agenda.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And you might want to make sure everybody knows it is only for routine items, it's not for the items they're going to discuss, so it's anything in the policy, just, but there are still things they'll be discussing.
All right. Okay. Next up, accept CDBG housing grant admin bid. We got one bid.
I have no idea if it's good or bad, I don't think we got any choice.
Isn't approved.
That's not our money, so.
Is it? No, not really.
Do I have an old one?
You do, I'm sorry. Sorry. It's sitting out there and everything came in.
I see where I stand. That's okay.
Sorry, here's mine. You got that
Oh, it's too
over.
late now. Thanks.
All right,
It's sitting on the counter.
Bid is within,
I'll make a motion that we.
hold on,
Okay.
hang on a sec.
the bid was in, the cost parameters of the grant, so that's a good responsive bid.
All right then. All right, go ahead.
I'll make a motion, we accept the bid as initiated here from Toma.
Kevin, did you want a second on this one?
I second.
There you go. Any discussion?
I just had a question about the reimbursables. Dan answered that for me, and it still falls within parameters, so, that's the only discussion point I had.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. All right, now, approve the Hooker Avenue stop signs public hearing.
Well, I was counting the houses the other day, and I think there's 48 houses. And we put door knockers on every house, so they had a chance to comment. There were 27 comments. 9 were against the stop sign. 16 or 17 were for it. Because everybody got a door knocker, which helped me, because I thought 26, 27 responses might not have been, but everybody had a chance, and so I'm more than willing to go with the stop signs. Because people had a chance, and the majority wanted it of the people who responded.
And it seems like,
And if it goes to hell, we can always take it out.
it seems like they,
Not-
most of them wanted it at Hooker and Sunset,
Yes.
right? Chief, you agree with that?
Three-way, yep.
Okay.
A couple other things that were discussed, I saw was, some asked for a sidewalk, but that's kind of
Oh, I
cost.
love the sidewalk
It
idea.
would be great, but it's cost prohibitive, and you have to get the landowner to cough it up, and then, they'd be responsible for it, and that's,
Heavy lift.
it's a heavy lift. I think the stop sign is probably the easier way to go, and, since we're talking about stop signs, we were talking about, a school slow caution sign on Copeland. And this is just one of the 2 lights that would go on it. So unless we're spotlighting somebody's house
Or lighting aircraft.
or you're landing aircraft, I think this might be a bit overkill.
Yeah,
And then Chief and I were discussing, well, maybe we put this on
A
Hooker
trigger,
Ave.
a trigger with speed,
Well, there's
and
no.
it blinds them, so they have to stop or they're gone.
So they veer off the
No.
road into somebody's living room and take.
No, we don't want that.
No, I don't want
I'm only
that.
kidding.
So,
That is an awesome light though.
well, and there's another one.
Oh,
Then we were thinking about maybe putting it on Hooker to help caution people at the front end or at either end.
I guess my question is it just on? Is it just flash? What's it? Oh, here's a.
Then you got a
manual.
power too. You
That's the
got-
manual, and the thing that gets me though about the manual is the manual has these two little thin bars, light bars, not this honking, like
Yeah,
lighthouse feature here.
You'd have to get a power meter and.
and are they solar,
The
is,
solar.
We have the
So we have the solar,
Oh,
Okay.
solar powered, okay.
but we've had this for Phil.
Oh, at least 10 years,
Yeah,
at least.
so.
have we tested it to see make sure the solar thing still works? 'Cause I-
Actually, we had so long, the batteries that come with it died, we ended up purchasing 2 new solar batteries for them.
My God,
Because originally we thought that this had like a speed thing on it too, but it doesn't, it's just a flashing lights. So my thought is we either need to do something with this or we need to declare it surplus because it's just.
Could we change the lens and use it for lighting some of our entrance signs? Pay for it, just change the lens. Light up our.
You know-
lights.
I do believe that was donated,
oh, well,
yeah.
that's, if there's if you could get,
Or
clear
even
lens
yellow
for
would be
that,
fine if you had to for a while.
but that's actually a pretty good idea.
I have one occasionally for an elderly.
You're on fire tonight.
Yeah, you're here.
Would it be mounted off the ground like 3 or 4 feet high or ground level or?
I think,
Well,
Above the snow line,
if we were gonna do it for our signs, I think it would be just a little bit above the snow line, maybe.
3 feet.
Well, I wouldn't, maybe even not that much because this will put off probably a little bit of heat and melt snow.
yeah,
But we have parts for it and we have the holes and everything, so.
I like it, why not?
worth a try.
Yeah, you
Sure.
always take it down, if it looks bad or doesn't work. Yeah, why not? You got 2 of them, you said. Yeah. We've been wanting to
Yeah, so we.
illuminate our entrance signs.
Was it
Even
determined,
yellow or, you know,
was it determined if they flash or if they're on all the time or what was the?
I'm still looking through the manual, it's a heck of a manual.
Yeah, it's not user friendly.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's 10 years old.
You're not putting that by my shop.
Well, it'll cut down your electric bill.
Huh, yeah, anyway, this will be,
Just an idea.
this will be a fun project.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, back to the, Hooker Ave stop sign public hearing. I think that we should have a public hearing. To put a stop sign on Hooker Ave.
Makes sense. Like I said, you know, majority of the people that voted did want it, so,
Yeah, the other thing.
and
too is
everybody had a chance.
even the ones that were saying they would prefer like sidewalks, they're like, if we can't get that, then a stop sign.
The sidewalk for that would be $300,000 or $400,000.
It'd be expensive, yeah, but what I'm saying yet is that even those that may not have had a stop sign as their first choice, a stop sign was their second choice, so our numbers even go up a little bit more for that.
Yeah,
Can I suggest something? I know on Great Sea Road, I don't know if anybody's been out, there's a stop sign there, and it's actually run by solar power. So towards the evening or whatever, it actually
Flashes.
Daytime too, it does, it flashes red all the way around the stop sign. Maybe we can look into something like that, it wouldn't be so invasive on people.
I think that's a good idea,
Yeah.
it's gonna be something new, people go, Chief, do you have any thoughts on that?
That's a good idea.
What's that?
That's a good idea. They got them a couple spots in Cortland.
yeah, they're effective.
As soon as you put up a stop sign, people are gonna run through it for a while, it's like, what the hell, where did that come from?
Yeah,
Because they're so used to it, so.
all right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept the
Well, that we have a public hearing.
public hearing for a stop sign.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hooker and Sunset?
Hooker and Sunset, yeah.
And that'd be what, the next meeting probably?
I can get it.
Okay.
These days, tomorrow.
Phil, can you, price out,
I
uh,
craft the language. so I'm
a
gonna
set
do
of,
somewhere.
Oh, okay, so.
stop sign ahead? Two
Oh,
of
yeah.
those, and then two of those flashing stop signs? Thanks.
All right. Next up, approve moving forward with a LoSAP funding recommendation. Did I miss? Oh, I missed budget adjustments. That's me. Sorry. Right in front of me.
Make a motion that we approve the budget adjustments.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now, approving the LoSAP.
So the
You going? All
recommendation
right.
was for the 5-year buyback with the 5% used and the COVID exemption in here. So everybody would get 20 and 2021, who was on active list at the end, has to meet the other rules, has to be a member by July 1st of each year. So we have all that broken down. And they have to earn credit this year or next year to get the buyback. Everything else and everything in here is the same as before.
And we sorted out the issue with the one gentleman to his
Yes.
satisfaction.
So for clarification, there was some confusion that the 5-year buyback was all or none.
Oh, yeah.
And the reality is you can get 2, 3, 4 years buyback for those years that you qualify. Maybe, and some will be 5. So at least everybody will get at least at a minimum the COVID buyback time automatically.
And if they earn this year, it counts all of the buyback, because you have to earn this year or next year. And so if you've only earned 3 or 4 years, but then when you earn this year's credit, if you earned it, then you get those 3 to 4 year buyback plus that.
And that's, we're gonna make a motion that obviously goes into a referendum. for
Yeah.
vote.
We're looking for the motion to follow this policy that's presented with the 5% and all those others that I highlighted here, so that all the members can then find out what they're qualified for and could go forward before the referendum and the dollar amounts are final from Penn.
Okay. All right. So, yes, we need a motion moving forward with the funding recommendation as highlighted.
Fire department?
I'll make that motion. Kevin, do you want a second?
I do, yes.
All right, any other discussion?
They had a meeting at the fire department. It was very well attended and a lot of great comments and a lot of clarification. So Jay, compliments to your guys for participating, and especially the LoSAP committee that's been working diligently on this.
Yep.
So to let you know too, they're gonna be making sure everyone's following the rules, signing the full names, they're going through it February, March. When I get back, I was gonna go back through them as a personnel, because I would be doing that quarterly with them, but they were going to first, and they're going to every quarter. And then members will know where they stand every quarter.
Excellent.
I'm so glad that we're moving forward with this now in February to give everybody time to get the measure on the ballot, to
Mhm.
answer questions, to get figures corrected.
Yep.
And Nicole
Right on it for
Complex,
the paper.
yep, clarified, I had her talk with Pat, that they will take care of everything for the public hearing, the referendum, everything. We just have to give them who qualifies and for how many of the buyback and percent.
Fantastic. All right. We have a motion to second. That's the discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. Next. Approve fire department changes for the new fire truck in the amount of $3,634.67.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I'm glad the cup holders were free.
Giddy
All right.
up.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? Good. And approve fire department 4-wheeler and Dodge fire truck box to be declared surplus and sold at auction.
I make that motion.
Second,
Oh,
don't matter.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Approve applying for assistance to firefighters grant for $600,000 and reserving 5% match of 30,000 from fire truck reserves.
I will make a motion that we approve the applying for assistance to firefighters grant for $600,000 and setting aside 5% match of 30,000 from fire truck reserves.
I'll second that as well.
So I'm just gonna add, because Jay's here, in case he leaves for if anyone has questions. This truck, they're anticipating to be about 900,000. We will have enough in reserves by the time it's paid for. So they don't have an exact truck yet, though. Their committee's working.
I
I don't do.
remember the last truck committee.
Yeah, we're getting a good start, Jay. Yeah, good luck.
Oh, man, I remember the last truck committee.
This one's not as bad, I promise you.
All right.
That's one.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Let's see. Approve reserving 5% match for assistance to firefighters grant for $2,660.
This is the match for the extricating equipment.
Okay, oh, yeah, yeah,
This is more for the budget so that we reserve it and don't spend it and allocate.
right.
I make a motion that we approve reserving 5% match for the firefighters assistance grant for $2,660.
I will second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Approve hanging banner for fire department for firemen's field days from June 1st to June 24th.
Getting a jump on it.
They are,
Texted me like 4 days ago.
we actually have requests for May and 2 for April already, so that's why they're running.
Popular place.
Yep.
Anyone
I'll
want
make the motion that we get to the banner hanging.
I'll second it.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, unanimous. Let's see. Approve depositing $1,327.05 in recreation reserves for senior trip to see My Fair Lady at the CRT June 9th, 2024. That's great.
Another new initiative from our fabulous new rec director.
I love it.
To expand programs for seniors, to use some of the extra money from last year, because there weren't that many events for seniors.
I
And
love it.
it's going to include going to a local restaurant, going to see the show, participating in the senior center, will be buying tickets.
That's great.
We're in the middle of
second
trying to
that.
find a bus. That's our, getting someone to commit to it, but
Oh, can't,
we're trying to get the school to be a nostalgic
Oh, the
trip, but if it can't, then it's going to Cortland Hill.
Okay.
So the
okay.
same person you gave me before.
Yeah, Ryan. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Right.
And by the way, they'll pick up here when whoever they get will go here, then they're going to Bob's Barbecue. And then who's gonna work out something with us and then going to the theater anyway.
That is true.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is true.
Did you make the motion?
I made a second.
And sure, I make a motion.
Alright.
That the $1,327.05 from recreation reserves to the fund for the senior trip to see My Fair Lady on June 9th.
I second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Excellent. Let's see here. All right. Approve appointing Mike Ellis to cemetery seasonal laborer beginning March 4th and ending November 22nd, 2024.
So this is early weather permitting because of all the trees down from the storms and he would be cleaning up the cemetery. However, when it's snowing, he won't be working.
Got it.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right, next up, approve estimated monthly financing for the LED light purchase from National Grid.
So this is all the light pole, all the lights purchased, the Wi-Fi coming, the cameras, everything. It would start, they gave us an example of a schedule, of an amortization schedule. It's not technically gonna start March first, but this is what the payments will be whenever it starts in the next couple months. We have the reserve for this for the first year that we saved when former trustee Daly told us to do that.
Right,
So that's what would pay the first year, and this was from the LED lights, what would be paid roughly 10 years. My suggestion is to go with theirs and then subsequently refinance with the bank because it will be a lower rate.
oh, okay,
And so, but that will take months to do.
sure,
And so we should go with that and start paying and then work out what we want with the bank.
that sounds like a plan.
Just to give everybody a heads up on this, we were paying $95,000 to $96,000 a year for lighting for the 355 lights that the village has. With the LED lights, plus they're putting in Wi-Fi and that kind of thing, this with interest now was 725. So 10 years at 96, that didn't include inflation now, yeah. So you're saving 200K over 10 years, but you'll save even more because the electric rates would have gone up from the 95,000. So putting in LED lights saved the village a ton, or will save the village a ton of money. And if we refinance, this is like 5.33%. If you can get it down to 4 or 5 or even a percent off, that would save extra money. So it's a good deal. So your board did a good job, I think, for
Well,
going LED lights.
And the first year's money is covered because we did save almost 70,000 last year. So the first year's payments are already covered. To let you know, if we don't do this schedule, it's 10.5% on the construction project cost. So that's why I'm saying go forward and then refinance.
Yes.
I'll make that motion that we,
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? All right, approve the 2024 payroll schedule.
On here, you will also see the quarterly payments when they'll be paid. So the start of the next fiscal year will start 3/21. The ones that are paid on 2/28 are the remaining ones for recreation, planning and zoning only. So the employees that are paid quarterly, their first paycheck will come 3/21. This shows the split payroll for our year ends and all the way through.
Gotcha. Okay. The motion?
you make a motion for that?
Mhm.
I make a motion that we approve the 2024 payroll schedule.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good. Okey, approve water and sewer credit requests.
It's per our policy and it's only one time and they've done all the things we've always done. So I say I recommend that we approve the refund.
I'll second that.
Not that much.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. All right. Create up to 2 labor positions full-time April 1st to September 15th.
So just so you guys know, both of these groups, we won't fill 5 positions, but we don't know if they're gonna be full-time who will apply or part-time. So that's why it says up to this many full-time or up to this many part-time.
Gotcha.
They will be posted tomorrow, even by civil service. And basically, you have a 2-week deadline. It can be extended. You guys can even interview while I'm gone, so I'm trying. Hopefully, we get people to start April 1st so that the sidewalk project can start on time in the salt.
Oh, certainly has to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of.
Yeah.
I vote that, or I make a motion that we create up to 2 laborer positions to run full-time from April 1st to September 15th of 2024. And create up to 3 laborer positions part-time from April 1st to September 15th of 2024.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion?
Should they have?
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, all right. And review quotes for the vault door.
I was asked to make sure you see that this, and I'll pass it around, is the color of the vault door. And that this with the star is the door, so they want the door by Jensen.
Okay. What the Jensen door?
They have more than enough in the budget. They basically saved a lot this whole year, and they actually are gonna have extra at the end of the season to help them go this up.
Very good.
It's,
And
Oh, you
non-insulated
see it? Yeah,
because it's for a vault, so they
Right.
didn't need the
so
insulator.
that's
I
what it
don't
looks
think,
like.
the
Right.
residents.
Oh,
are
that'd be
worried
nice.
about
And-
temperature.
That's what it looks like
Yeah.
next to the brick. Elizabeth.
Looks good.
Okay.
The only thing I would recommend is the door has, the door has, like fancy hinges, although they're painted over, so whatever door we get here, I see the Clopay has like the faux hinges. I think we should have, I'm pretty sure Jensen can do it too.
Yeah.
So just make sure they have the faux hinges to make sure it matches up and, with the aesthetic.
All right.
I'll make a motion to accept the door. Did we do this already? No. we
Nope.
didn't.
No,
No, we didn't do the door as, presented.
we were gonna go with they had Jensen,
The
Clopay, and Precision.
The guys asked for the Jensen because they worked with them, and they can come in and install everything.
oh, yeah.
Because Jensen can even use the Clopay door. The door itself is just manufactured, so Ithaca Home Depot is the other one. I say we go with Jensen.
Yeah, because it's installed, that's,
Yeah,
They put it in my house and, they worked 15 years. Wow.
all right.
We're good.
so I make a motion that we go with Jensen overhead door as the winning bid. With the, what did we say, the light oak? Paul would kill, excuse me, medium oak. Paul even sent me an email, so if I screw this up, it's a medium oak. Maureen, make sure I get that on record, okay?
Second that.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? Look at that, we're at the end of this.
Without a consent agenda.
Consent agenda, comments by the attorney, he skedaddled?
Yes.
Board member comments.
I have a meeting with the city to talk about garbage trucks on Friday morning at 9. Anybody can join me if they want. We have a Zoom or a WebEx meeting with the Department of State Thursday morning. Dan and I so far, but anybody can join us because we had and from anywhere on the River Trail and the Department of State. Jamie Repper, who runs it, says, let's make it happen this year, so,
I like it.
so I like it, so when you get the head guy saying, let's make it happen, that's usually a good sign.
Yeah.
So, anybody can join in on, that WebEx call at 10 o'clock,
10 or
Yeah.
10:30.
10 o'clock,
Okay.
according to Dan, I
I
lost
I-
control on trying to read it,
understand.
I didn't see the date, but Dan said he got one. So it's 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. And we can send you.
I'll jump in if I can.
Yeah, it'd be great, and say hello to him, because, he's a key guy for
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of other things too, besides the work.
Yeah.
And then, see what else is going on. The event center, we're waiting for an announcement on DRI, and I'm gonna guess we're gonna hear about that any day now.
The DRI?
Yeah, for the winning, they're starting to announce other DRI winners for us.
Yeah, they said mid-February, I thought.
God, there was that email that they just sent us where they told us when we could expect to start hearing.
Well, anyhow, I'm guessing sometime soon.
Yeah,
I'm all
between now
excited.
and the end of March,
So
yeah.
I think that's gonna, even if it's March, it's still okay,
Yeah.
it's all good, so, over.
All right,
No, nothing tonight.
nothing tonight. Kevin,
I don't have much. I was just thinking, like with the comments by the attorney, that maybe we should move that up to right between old and new business. He might have something to offer, but no sense in hanging around till the end.
yeah, no, he doesn't always have something to offer. That's not a bad idea.
He has a prior, government that he is, so we
Yeah.
could put it up.
Yeah.
The first meeting, something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All righty,
Other than that, I don't have much.
nothing, all right, yeah,
Nothing for,
really,
but the cemetery is still off for driving, right, Phil?
Yes.
All right, because there is more damage than even I was expecting up there, so.
Yeah,
From the trees?
The trees,
we're working on it little by little here. We
Yeah.
hauled a few loads out of there so far. What we could get to.
All right.
and usually I do attend the town board meetings, but Mike, I got a better offer tomorrow,
I don't blame you.
so.
Dave Taylor's bride.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
I'm under a lot of heat for changing our board right now.
Yeah.
And I have, a check that I forgot at home from, Compliance
Your
for,
refunds.
yeah, the refund, it's about $1,400, I think, something like that.
Nice.
So maybe it's more, I don't
That
know,
was, that was a great move on the board's behalf.
they've been really good,
Compliance,
yeah.
because what, 4 or 5 years ago, our rate would have been like $160,000. I think it was what, 80,000 this year?
97 next year.
97,
For the
so we
next year.
saved over 50K, your board, you know, by getting out of the county's, comprehensive health or whatever it's called.
And I'll be honest, working with them, there's a claim that when you work with firemen, that is difficult to get through, and they actually did support the numbers, so.
That's excellent.
So
Super.
we're being transparent and we're proactive and we're keeping the taxes down, so this board is working.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
that's all we've got, do we need to go into executive?
Contractual.
Contracts
Now,
and personnel, okay. So first question from the media.
I do have a couple of questions. I'll let you
Sure.
keep this file out. Is
See you
the,
later, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
the assistance to firefighters, is that a state grant or
the federal,
federal grant?
Mhm.
And then what is the timeline on that? Do you know?
isn't it due April? I think, the beginning of April.
So the grant is due April, and then when,
Well, it's like, I
Would-
think you find out, and it like, it takes like a long time, so you don't
Oh,
usually find
okay,
out
okay.
till the next year, usually on most grants, yeah, end of year.
okay, so actually purchasing the fire truck then would be.
Oh, it's probably 2 years
Years.
out, yeah.
Okay.
Multiple years from now.
Yeah,
When-
Jay's on here, I think, still. Jay? Isn't it like 2 years out to buy a fire truck?
I was having a sneezing fit. I apologize. Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's from the time the grant gets awarded to the time the fire truck would be, by the time it gets awarded, it could be the latest December, and then 2 years out from the build.
Okay.
So we're a little bit out.
When was the last time, you guys purchased a larger truck like this?
I don't know if it was an AFG grant, but it was
1999?
2019.
No.
2000?
Oh,
2019,
Yeah, when it-
502 is a 2019, so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that was $200,000 for an AFG grant.
Okay, well, thank you guys.
Yep,
Thank
Zach,
you.
any questions?
Public hearing for the stop sign next meeting or?
No.
Probably the one after,
First part of March.
Probably I would say
or
towards the end of
second,
March. but
yeah, I'm ditching,
We have
so,
language to put in, so it's gonna be due by local law, so
yeah,
that has a timeframe that needs to be followed.
All right, that's the only question, all right.
Maybe I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What was the bill that Senator Webb was?
Sent you for the Medicare Advantage,
Yes,
S8388.
S83.
Look at you with the bill number in your head.
Well, she told me before and I couldn't remember it, so.
Well, I could not tell you any, I'd have to look. it
Well,
up.
Senator Webb, we're still upset about this red flag law and we need help.
Yes, my coworker Corinne took it to her, so.
No, I hit her up at or maybe two, I forget.
We both were there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, you both were there. but
the
I forget what
first
I thought.
attorney was way expensive.
It was over 100,000. We
Yeah.
didn't budget for that. I mean, and who knows how many more this year.
You know what, it's been a while too, so thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna bring it up to you.
You know, that small villages with police departments, you know, it may not hurt the city because they got a $10 million budget, but we don't.
They're on the
So it
authority,
really-
so it would.
Well, it
Yeah.
really hurts
Yeah.
us, you know, 100,000, it's huge for us. And that was only what, two?
That was one one that was kicked right out, like almost like 1.5.
They spend that much money and then.
Yeah, and then, but then Coughlin has been the attorney, as it's on record now, and it's been way,
So he's saving us a little money, but still,
So,
And why after you get 3 or 4 of them?
Yeah.
You know, everybody's got guns in New York and unfortunately, people get in fights with their wives and husbands.
Well, their
Family members.
biggest issue is how quick they have to serve, so, too.
Anyhow, food for thought.
Yes, yes.
You know, she can be a hero to a lot of other places besides this area. Because that would make a huge difference in, you know, upstate New York where, you know.
100%, because there's a lot of small areas.
Yeah, I mean, she could be a big hitter on that.
the other thing is if she could support chips for water and sewer. Chips for water and
Yeah.
sewer, that would be huge. Chips for water and sewer, yeah.
Aren't you glad you came?
No, I don't.
So, because the way water and sewer is funded, it's like this grants thing and we apply, we get rejected, they say there's all this money, but we don't get it. It's a real hassle for us. Whereas if they just said, okay, you know, just like they do with chips for the roads, you have, this is how many roads you have, this is how much money you get each year. They'd say, this is how, you know, many feet of sewer line you have, how many feet of water line you have, so you get this much every year to fix and replace that. Rather than having to, you know, do this, apply for grants for stuff like that is crazy. So NICOM's been pushing for it for years now. And everybody thinks it's a good idea, so
You got it. Write it down.
thanks, Whitney.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Kevin, you got
Kevin,
any-
any questions?
Anything more? from me?
No, thanks, Phil.
You're awesome. Hang in there. Pass that test.
Yeah,
April.
no pressure there.
But you can do it.
Kevin, any questions?
Yeah, a super quick question. I didn't get the date on the Hookraf Hubbard hearing. When is that gonna be?
Not said yet.
Not set yet, probably either end of March or
End of March,
April.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that's all I need. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Night.
All right.
All right, the time is 7:02 by the clock on the wall. Oh, and by my watch. So at 19:02 hours, I make a motion that we go into executive session.